Warning, this podcast contains spoilers.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for The Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 9, No Way Out. I'm your host, Clio, and with me I have John and Dom.
Oh, hi.
There's no way out. I'm stuck in this small box.
I
I don't know how that door works.
It doesn't.
No, you're trapped forever.
There's plenty of ways out. I don't know why they said no way out. Everybody found a way out.
Yeah. Well, not everybody, but
The
you're
important
right. Most
people found
a way out. And in fact, Darrow found a way out in the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
with a rocket launcher.
I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, all of a sudden, it's just like, you're gonna die. Nuclear explosion out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah.
Because the thing with that was he shot the Saviors with an RPG, but you didn't see the RPG, you just saw them get lit on fire.
Yeah.
Which confused me for a second, but then Daryl walked up and I was like, oh, okay.
He found a new crossbow.
It's a lot more of it. It's a more subtle crossbow.
Oh,
Yeah, quite.
Oh, most certainly.
Mhm.
Subtle is the word I would use to describe an RPG.
I wonder if you can pick up the arrows again.
Yeah, they're reusable. I mean, the motorcycles still looked rideable. They just looked knocked over.
Yeah.
So if the motorcycles
And on fire.
yeah, well, there was a couple on fire, but like the ones on the outskirts were just like they looked like they were kicked over at like a biker bar.
Yeah.
You know, like they looked fine. They didn't even look scuffed up, harmed, nothing. So if the bike can be intact and not have a scratch on it, the rounds for the RPG are 100% reusable.
Yep.
Sure.
That was the most badass thing I've seen in this show, by the way.
Yeah.
Fairly certain.
I mean, the episodes start off with a bang.
Literally. I mean, this was a good episode to start us off on. A lot of action, a lot of drama. But it just wanted to fake give me heart attacks, really, was what this episode did.
Yeah. I mean,
In the beginning, he had the guns on Abraham and Sasha. I'm just like, no, I can't handle it. If they're dead, I can't do it.
even Sally Noble in chat says she thought for sure Abraham and Sasha were going to die.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. I was like, okay, they're dead. Daryl's just going to be like in the back of the truck, okay. But I totally forgot about the RPG. I forgot that Abraham was carrying that around all like last episode. It's been
I
how
knew
many
it
months?
was back there. That's why when he was like, check the back, let's go look the back. I'm like, oh shit, they got rocket launchers back there.
I totally
Well,
completely forgot about that.
their first mistake was sending one guy with one gun against Daryl.
Yeah,
They should have sent like 3 guys with 3 guns.
But to be
Or
fair,
3
they don't know who Daryl is, so they
No.
think one-on-one is okay. One armed man versus one unarmed man, they think it's okay. If they knew who Daryl was and who, you know, they would have sent every single person that was on the bikes to watch Daryl.
Yeah,
I mean,
but this
one
guy
gun
was
just pisses him off. You gotta
Yeah.
bring more guns.
yeah. And that guy was like such a twat. Like everything he was saying, it's just like, you need to stop, sir.
Eat your shit all at once.
Oh my
Don't.
god. I'm like,
He's not wrong.
No. Gotta eat shit. You might as well eat rights, boys.
Just
Well,
throwing
no,
that out there.
because
If
he
you
is
have
wrong.
to be the human centipede, you might as well just take it all at once.
he is wrong because there's also the option of nibbling the shit until someone else uses a rocket launcher to stop the guy from making you eat shit.
No, they didn't even get a chance to nibble it.
Oh, that's true. So
So the other alternative, I mean, I'm just saying hypothetically, if you're in the
Yeah.
situation where you have to eat shit, he's not wrong. You want to get that all done with at once, done out of the way. You don't want to savor it for the next hour and a half.
anyway,
Especially if there's corn involved.
back to, oh god damn it, I didn't eat corn. back to Alexandria, where Rick and the gang are walking through hordes of zombies. And, Sam is he's looking around, and he's okay. And I was like, oh, maybe this kid's going to be all right. And he's like, no, Mom, I want to come with you. I can do it. Nope.
That's signed the death warrant.
Couldn't do it. Yeah.
It was
funny?
really strange, though, because do you guys remember the way the episode ended last time?
Mom?
Yeah.
It's like he yelled "Mom" as soon as they walked out the door, and it's like all of a sudden everybody went into like a panic. So like there was no mention of that this time. There was no like they should have started the scene off with that.
There was they did it in the last time on. They showed him saying "Mom."
No, I know, but I'm saying like when it picked up, it was just they were just walking like it never happened.
Yeah, because they probably didn't hear him say that. Neither did the walkers. It was so loud. We talked about that, where I was very concerned that that was going to be a problem. But I think John mentioned nobody could hear it.
Yeah. There's
so it ended up, he probably just said it once and then calmed himself down.
Right.
I'm going to focus on not what Carol said. Don't think about it.
And then he focused on what Carol said.
Don't think about it.
He freaked out. Oopsies. Thank the fucking Lord the baby wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
Say, good on you. You
Yeah,
did a thing.
I gotta say, Gabriel, I'm surprised that it's like, Rick, can I take your baby? I mean, I don't know if I would have said yes to that, but I'm kind of glad he
I'm
did.
not sure either.
I absolutely would not
He's
have.
I don't think I would have said, yeah, sure.
Absolutely would not have. After everything that they've been through with him, not in a million years.
Yeah. I think, I'm not sure why he trusted him. I might have done it, but I wouldn't, because Rick goes to Gabriel when he's leaving, and he's like, thank you. And I'm like, I would have been like, you better fucking keep her safe.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been me.
I know, it was red flags all around, so I knew something bad was going to happen. I just didn't know what.
Yeah.
So, was anyone surprised that Sam is dead?
No.
Sam, no. The other two, not so surprised, but more like, wow, that happened fast. It's a bit of a domino effect there.
Rest in peace.
Well, I mean, so we learned that Rick's not allowed to have nice things.
No, well, we've known that for a while.
We've known that. But, I mean, fucking Ron. If his dad is porch dick, he is definitely like porch chode. Because
the problem with that family is that they needed mental counseling in the zombie apocalypse.
On top of the zombie apocalypse, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not exactly time for any of that. Like, I mean, I'm sure if Alexandria was stable for a while, they could have, gone and talked to.
Kind of was.
Denise. No, but after, it was safe for a while, but their problems became overt after the father
Rick
died.
got there.
And everything's escalated so quickly since then that there's
Yeah, but I mean, before that is when they could have used the counseling. Before it got to that point. And it was stable
also,
then.
Back then, Denise wasn't doing anything.
That's true.
Hopefully, Denise can be like, it's okay, I'm a surgeon, I can also be a therapist, we're gonna be alright.
Did What's-Her-Face ever get the pasta maker?
No, she's dead.
She died. She's dead.
She's dead.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I remember the Talking Dead make that joke. We might have made that joke too, where it's like, now she's never getting her fucking pasta maker. She can shut up about it.
It would be so much nicer if it...
No, shut up! God! Yeah, no, that lady's dead.
The one scene, though, that really stood out to me as being awkward but interesting at the same time was like that clear scene when they're all on like the black screen and they're all just like swinging at the camera with different weapons and everything. Like that stood so far out of place, but it was interesting at the same time, but I feel like it doesn't belong on the show.
It was fucking rad.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
Okay.
Because I think it's out of place. It's definitely stylized, and it's not what we're used to seeing. But I don't think that it's I don't think that it doesn't fit because
to me, this is the scene that was the scene that you hated from last season with the helicopter.
Yeah, except
So, like, I really like
because-
that scene with the helicopter. So I see we're on complete opposite ends of this because I thought this was extremely out of place and I didn't like it. But I thought it was interesting for them to try it. I just don't think it worked for the show.
I think it worked because it was a very comic booky kind of
That's
shot.
actually what I was just gonna say. It was very comic booky.
But also it kept cutting faster and faster between them all taking out these zombies, and I think the point was that it was their focus, their determination.
Right, and I mean I get that the show is a comic book adaptation, but I think that's probably why I didn't like it the most because they've never done that. There's no history of that ever, and it reminded me a lot of the first Hulk movie that they tried to do, where everything was in like comic book frames, and it just didn't work at all.
Hold on, that's a totally different beast.
Yeah, that's the Hulk.
Completely different.
Yeah, the Hulk is not a zombie. I get that.
No, it's not. And that movie had a bunch of other problems.
Of course it did, but I'm just saying it reminded me of that.
No, I think it worked because it was showing like how they were all focused. I think that's what that's how it broke down in my mind. It's like that this is each of their individual determination that is being shown in these individual weird shots.
It's a measurable stat.
It just kind of took me out of the scene.
Thank you, Undertale. I don't know. I was in it.
Like I didn't feel like I was connected to the show anymore. I felt like I wasn't there anymore. I felt like I was watching it going, why was it shot like this? So it just kind of like it made me question it. So I don't know.
I mean, I was just sitting trying to fight back an erection from watching them slaughter all those zombies, so I don't know.
I mean,
anyway,
I could feel that.
Murdered family.
I don't want to feel that.
No?
The murdered family. Yeah, little shitlord. What's his name? Who's dead? Ron. Shoots Carl in the face. John quit immediately, and I was like, "What? Oh!"
As soon as you shot the gun, I was like, "Carl's missing an eye."
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
The whole way the entire scene was shot, from the moment that Sam started crying to like the slow motion reactions from Rick, and like everything was kind of in like a bit of a slower motion. I get that was all dramatized, but it felt surreal to me. Like it wasn't actually happening. And I think that was kind of the point of it. But I was still like, my whole was, this is just like the little kid having a hallucination. It's not actually happening. Like that's what was going through my head the whole time. And then by the end of the episode, when they're rushing Carl into the ER, I'm like, okay, well, I guess it happened.
Yeah, because it was just like getting bit, hand cut off, getting shot. So I'm like, Ricks, come on, we gotta move. Let's go.
No, he was moving the whole time. I mean, he moved very quickly once his son got shot, and Michonne was like moving even more quickly.
Oh, she moved so quickly. She put her sword through that kid.
Yeah, I mean, there was not even a hesitation, which was cool. But I think, it was, we were kind of, I think, in Rick's head for that part.
I agree. Yeah,
I get the feeling because like he was very like zonked out. Like no. Like why is this all falling apart in mere seconds before me? And like time slowed down for him. I think quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I didn't think of that, but
that's how I took it too. But I was just like, at first I was just like, this isn't even real. This is not happening. I
had
felt
that
like
thought
they were
too.
pulling the fast one on us again.
Yeah, I thought like, I thought that I kind of got like, all right, Sam's gonna eat, and then as soon as Jesse got back, I was like, wait, is this happening? It's like, the fuck? Oh man.
Yeah.
Let go of Carl.
It was until Michonne drove the knife, the katana through the kid. That's when I accepted it was real, and I was just like, okay.
A lot of things just happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was just a lot very quickly.
Mhm.
And now an entire family is dead. So that's nice.
Families that stick together, something or other.
Bad together.
I feel like there's an old adage for zombie families right there.
Zombie families. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about Denise. I think that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because the wolf dude was giving me the heebs, but
His teeth are lovely.
The
he was
prettiest.
just he was getting too close to her face, and I'm just like, cut, please. Although I'm not sure he understands personal space. But what was interesting to me was that it seemed like, you know, he inspired her, and then she inspired him. And it was like, it was what Morgan was trying to do and failed.
Yeah.
See, and the interesting thing was, I don't know if you guys watched The Talking Dead, but the actor was like, you also have to take into consideration that, the wolf is a chameleon. He will change who he feels like he needs to be based on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's hard to say if that was a true, genuine, change in him, or if he was just like, I need her to save me.
That's true.
I need to play her game. I need to act like the hero now because she tried to get to him. So maybe that was his cue. Okay, like, she's challenging me.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird. I kind of like that. But
It seemed like he was intentionally trying to inflict Stockholm syndrome onto her.
yeah, in a way.
And I can agree that him coming back for her the first time might have been to convince her that he's who he's not.
Right.
But I think when they're running to the infirmary and he's getting shot, at that point, I'm sure he knows he's not going to live, but he's still fighting the zombies off to save her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that if there's any true change, that was it. It was right there. And he died with some honor.
Yeah. No, that's kind of how I took it too, because she's just like, well, you've changed.
Yeah.
So.
And an arc of this episode that I was very nervous about became like one of my favorite parts, because it like his death, I feel like, once Denise got in the infirmary and saw them, Rick and Carl running, and she's like, okay, I got this shit. Who's the baddest motherfucker here? I am. Let's do it.
Let's go. She truly,
he lit a fire under her ass.
Yeah.
I got a Darkest Dungeon vibe where, like, her sanity was tested and she gained a virtue instead of insanity. I was like,
but she's
yay!
Still hearing the narrator in the back of her head.
Dazed, broken.
I have to play that game still.
Shambling horrors will not cease. Just like, all right, cool, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely do. I'm so happy.
There was a lot of, all right, cool, fuck it, let's go this episode. I think that was probably the quote of the episode.
Yeah.
It was one.
Because they get Carl in the infirmary, and Rick is just complete blank, zones out, leaves the house, starts hacking things, and everyone's like,
well, I did figure out why he did that, though.
Yeah.
Because they had to turn all the lights on to operate on Carl, and they were like, they're going to see. Because the zombies are going to see. So he's like, well, we have two choices. Either we sit here and get the fuck eaten, and my son really dies, or I go try something.
Yeah.
And Michonne was like, okay, your dad's doing something stupid. I have to go. Come on.
Yeah, she kissed him on the forehead. I was like, oh, Mama Michonne.
Yeah, I mean,
that was adorable.
That was really stupid of Rick, just throwing that out there.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking awesome.
Well,
I didn't say it wasn't awesome. I just said it was stupid of Rick.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They do not necessarily go hand in hand.
That's true. I mean,
if everybody ran out
I did,
together,
and
that would
obviously
be
it was
less
stupid.
stupid.
It's stupid to walk out into a literal town full of zombies. But in the moment, I was just like, because I didn't think anybody saw him leave, because I thought everyone was so focused on Carl. I was just like, did anyone see that Rick is missing? Do people know?
Well, the funny thing was, you were like, "Oh my god!" and I was like, "Yes, go."
Now, can I ask a question? I don't know if you guys know the answer.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil the comics, but since we've caught up to this point, has Carl lost an eye in the comics?
Yeah.
He has?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
different.
Well,
completely
that's
different
why I was going, oh no, because Rick going out, I'm like, are we gonna get one-armed Rick and one-eyed
Right.
Carl in the same episode?
Yeah, no, it's been known for a while that Rick loses an arm at some point, but
And we've also talked about it on the podcast before.
right. And Carl,
At
that
points where we were
completely,
afraid he was going to lose his arm.
no pun intended, but that completely blindsided me.
Well, because people were
They would
wondering
have
how they were
blindsided
going
me
to
if
do
John
it.
didn't say 5 seconds earlier, Carl doesn't have an eye. And I'm like, what? And over and I'm like, shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew, but
I know
you
you
know,
do.
I was trying to figure out like when they were going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
all right, when is he losing an eye? Like, and they actually found a moment to do it. So
Right. Oof.
yeah, it's just gross looking though. Luckily, the actor wasn't actually in most of those scenes. It was a dummy.
Yeah, and luckily he didn't have to gouge his own eye out to continue
Right.
playing the role.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
cool of them.
Yeah. I
Luckily.
mean, they let him
So-
keep his eye, so.
And they also explained why it happened that way, because like why the bullet didn't just kill him, because it grazed here on the side of his eye and it hit this bone here, the
Yep.
bone around the eye,
Yeah.
and that bone shattered, exploding into the eyeball, which is why he has no eye left. So the
Okay.
bullet actually did come out this way, like on his
It
head,
missed
but
his brain, but it destroyed
it
his
shattered
eye.
the bone here and
The-
then just blew his eye out.
More or less, for lack of a better term, the eye socket.
Yeah, the eye socket. That's the correct term. So it
Is
shattered
it
his eye
the actual
socket.
term?
Well,
Yeah.
the socket is where there is no bone.
Okay, so that bone.
This bone
right,
has a name. I just don't know what it's called.
yeah, whatever this bone is here, it blew that apart on its way this way.
Unfortunately, that's a pretty important bone. So I wonder if they.
Orbital bone. Yes, there we go.
Okay. Is that someone in chat that's smarter than us?
That was
Oh
it,
yeah,
Mike.
it's Mike. Thanks,
How'd
Mike.
you know?
It's not an orbital bone fracture. It's an orbital bone is missing.
Shatter. Yeah.
Not
Orbital
there.
bone shatter.
Are you sure it was there in the first place?
I'm not
There's
sure.
no history or recollection of ever having one. So
So should we talk about Glenn now?
I'm not ready to talk about
God.
Glenn. I think we should talk about Rosie and
Oh, Eugene. Yeah.
Eugene first.
Eugene was
Because-
actually cutting things.
I know! We need to talk about how not enough attention was paid to Eugene cutting things. Like, they run out of the house, and then they cut away while Eugene is cutting things. I'm like, but that's important. Go back to that.
That's what
Well-
I was waiting, because I'm thinking maybe he's just swinging at air, making it seem like he's swinging at things, which still may have been the case, but he was in the fucking flash cut scene, like the comic book scene that I hated, fucking swinging things. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I think I liked the whole rally to Rick thing where, and it seemed like Rick was genuinely shocked that everybody came out to fight next to him, especially Gabriel. Everyone came out to fight next to him, and they gave Gabriel more attention than they did Eugene. I'm like, but it's important. They took the time for Rosita to yell at him about not doing anything, and then when he does something, they didn't pay attention. I'm like, ah.
Well, I mean, and Rosita really gave him shit this time. She was like, "You're fucking useless, and you know it, right?" And then Eugene's like, "I take offense to that remark. I'll show you."
I was like, Eugene, you and your precious mullet need to be okay.
And really, what Gabriel did was awesome. He's like, "All right, hold this child.
No doubt.
I gotta. Jesus is with me, ladies. I have to go."
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really hoping like heavenly bolts would rain down from the sky and he'd become a paladin.
No, but that's really I think that's an important important thing that religion has to teach people is that,
God helps those who help themselves.
yes, okay, pray to God, but you have to do shit. God will help you if you do shit.
The gift he gave you was courage. Now go.
Exactly. And Gabriel had that, like, realization. It was just like, I understand. I have to take this machete and go beat some things up.
Yeah. No, it was. I don't know. It was because I know we're not going to Glenn quite yet, but like Glenn and what's the girl's name?
Enid.
Enid.
Yeah.
Glenn and Enid were in like the church looking for like guns and stuff, and I wasn't
Yes.
like, I'm like, are they in the church? And I'm like, wasn't the pastor, wasn't he supposed to go to the church? I'm like,
Well,
what's
Gabriel's
going
church is
on?
really just a garage.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
they're going to the church. He said he's going to the church. They're in the church. Where is he? What is Gabriel doing with the kid? Like, I'm freaking out. And then
Yeah. Well,
they
because they
show
locked the
Gabriel
door
later,
too.
and I'm just like, ah, I was so
Yeah,
disgusted.
John was like that too, and I'm like, no, the church is a garage. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
We're
That
all
church
right.
is the outside church.
Yeah. Which I have to say, and it feels, if anything was out of place in this episode, it was that church.
Right.
Because for it to be outside the walls, it was really fucking clean.
Yeah.
It was like too clean for a post-apocalyptic church.
Well, it's also a church. You're not gonna have very many people. I mean, you may have people to come in there to take shelter, but you're
No.
not having people to come in there and rob the place and look for food. And
That's not what I meant. I meant there was no dust. It was really bright and shiny. Like all the places they go to, there's a layer of dust. There's all this like abandoned. And I understand people go there, but even if people come like
Yeah.
every once in a while, it would still
they're not
look,
going with a feather duster and like, yeah.
yeah, it looked way too clean. Anyway, we can talk about Glenn. It's just, when I say this episode gave me a heart attack, it really fucking did, because John can attest, I was a tiny ball in the corner of the couch. I was like, no, I can't do it again. I won't do it again. I can't have Glenn die in front of me again.
You somehow managed to get behind me on a couch that isn't that wide.
I was like
You
a
did.
tiny ball on the couch. I'm like, no. And Maggie's screaming, and I'm like, no.
So I watched this episode this morning, and I'm sitting there, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer, and finally I said out loud, well, he's fucked. There's no way out this time. And as soon as I said that, all of a sudden, I'm like, okay then. Fucking Abraham had to scare us half to death like that.
I know. I was like, could you have taken any longer, fellas?
Glenn is the luckiest motherfucker on this show.
It's had so
Really,
many close
he's
calls.
a cat. He's a cat. He has 9 lives. He's gone through like 5 of them already.
Well, think about it. How many times has Glenn gotten into a situation where like he should be dead and he's not dead? I mean, this is his thing. This is his thing.
5,
7? I don't
6?
even know.
No, 6 times. Wait, hold on.
Well, saving Rick.
Actually.
There was last
Well.
season or the season before when they were trapped in the railroad tracks?
Yep.
And
Yeah, well, they were trapped in the railroad tracks. There was
the tunnel, rather.
when he was trapped in the prison, fucking termites.
Dumpster.
This episode, he was
Dumpster.
Yeah, no, not this episode. Yeah, no, this episode, the dumpster.
That's 6.
Didn't he get surrounded in season 1?
Yeah, when he was saving Rick.
The tank, yeah. 7. So he's got like 2 more lives left.
2 left.
Oh
He's
my
a
god!
cat.
I swear to God, if they make him a
They
cat and he dies,
Kill him on 10.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna
Yeah?
quit. I'm just gonna leave
Well,
this earth.
Negan is coming up, and it's no secret at this point. So spoilers, whatever, they're out the fucking window. We know that Negan smashes his head in with a baseball bat.
No.
So Negan is coming. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is coming. It's gonna happen. Do you think they're gonna kill Glenn off on the show, or do you think they're gonna curveball us and kill
I
somebody
think
else?
they're gonna curveball us and kill Daryl.
Oh my god,
that's kind of where I was
arguably
leaning, too.
worse.
Yeah.
That's
That is
kind of where I
arguably
was
worse.
leaning as well. Yeah.
But here's the thing, and I've said this before, but God, what's his name? The like fucking show creator.
Robert Kirkman.
Robert Kirkman. went on at midnight, and in the like section, you know, fake Walking Dead spoilers, he said that or I don't remember what the
Negan smashes Glenn's head. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, with
Smashes
the
head with
baseball bat, and everyone's just like, ah.
No, everyone was fucking silent.
Yeah, everyone was silent.
Just like,
But like I could tell the face they were giving me was like,
fuck you.
Yeah.
so since he made that joke, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, it's not.
It could have been just another curveball, though.
I can't
He
handle
could have just said it because he knows that everybody knows it's coming, and he might just do it anyway.
I can't handle the curveballs, man. It's not.
Or even worse, like do a curveball where they smash something that's not his head, and then like 2 minutes later actually smash his head. Like just when you think it's safe.
Whatever.
I don't wanna talk about it.
In any case, I think I'm kind of glad Enid got out of her funk. Let's call it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna be a person.
Well, she all this time was listening to what Glenn had to say, but it took a while for it to make sense to her. And she even had to ask him, you know, the question about what did you mean when you said this?
Marie.
So yeah, I think it's stuff she was listening to, but took a while to make sense.
Right. She's definitely a person now.
Yay.
And
Carl's not dead, so they can touch butts.
Yeah.
Except Carl is now like the Governor Jr.
Chicks love an eye patch. I mean,
it's true. You should talk to Andrea about that.
You can't. She's dead.
Yeah, well, replacement Andrea is not dead yet, so.
Replacement Andrea?
Carl's gonna take the whole family that just got murdered and keep their heads in fish tanks.
Oh my God, no. It's awful.
Feed them little flakes.
That's actually terrible.
Feed them their own flesh.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to say about Glenn before I moved on to two characters I actually forgot to talk about?
Him and Maggie deserve to hug. That's about it.
Him and Maggie deserve to do a lot more than hug.
Okay, they're gonna say it again. Okay, now for real, I'm never leaving you ever.
See, I really feel like Glenn's not gonna die now after all these fake deaths. Like there's so many times, and they've either done it so many times to get us numb to the fact that he's just gonna get out of it every time.
Yeah.
And then we just stop believing it, and then actually do it and like catch us off guard, or they're just keep doing it because they know that we know it's coming and they're teasing us to get somebody else. It's gonna go one of the two ways, and I feel like it's gonna go the way of it being somebody else. I hope it's not Daryl, but we don't really know who else it could be at this point.
Yeah.
Carol.
I was gonna. No. Sorry.
She was supposed to be dead in season 3.
So
true.
So Clio, if you had to have a choice for one of the characters to die, Carol, Daryl, or Glenn.
No.
Only one has to die. Which one do you want dead?
You can't make me choose. I'm not choosing.
I can.
No, you can't.
I would choose Carol.
Oh yeah, I'd choose Carol.
No, I would not choose Carol. I would not choose anyone. I love those three.
I don't know.
By default, Glenn has to die then.
I mean,
hate you.
Well,
I hate you. Let's talk about Carol, because Carol and Morgan were the two that I left out.
Right.
By accident.
By accident.
So it's very interesting their exchange. It was sort of just like Carol being like, I should have killed you, and Morgan being like, you still can. That was really the vibe I got from that conversation. He was just standing there like, you still can.
Yeah.
Like he almost felt like he deserved to die for letting all of this happen.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, Morgan's like, you could see he's growing a little too, because like he wouldn't kill before, and now like just before he whacks a zombie in the head, he's just like, I'm sorry. It's like, you're apologizing to a zombie.
Well, he's apologizing to the wolf.
Yeah, he was apologizing to the wolf that he failed to help.
Yeah.
And they actually pointed out that exact same shot of him whapping the wolf over the head with the stick has happened in the exact same way a few times now.
Yeah.
And this is the last time. So there's a bit of, symmetry in the visuals there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he knocked him out that
One
first
last
time.
whap.
Yeah, with a whap. Yeah, and I think that he's come a long way with this experience, but I'm not 100% convinced he's going to be able to do what needs to be done in the future. But Carol really summed it up, like how I felt about what Morgan did. It's like, you did this for yourself. If you wanted to do it for us, you would have killed him.
I mean, Eugene and Gabriel seem like they've come along more than Morgan.
Morgan, I agree.
Well,
Morgan seems like the worthless character right now.
Oh, I don't think he's worthless. I think
I said seems. I didn't say he is. Okay. I said seems. There's a big difference there. We know he's not.
It's like if you went from the scale from normal to crazy, Eugene and Gabriel stopped about here, and Morgan went all the way out here, and then came back way too far.
Yeah.
So he's gonna edge out again.
And Gabriel and Eugene are making effort to do things that are out of their comfort zone, things that they would never have done otherwise. Morgan is still sitting where he's at, and he's just like, well, I'm gonna do this. Maybe, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Just do it. I don't know. He's getting on my nerves now, and I love Morgan. Morgan was my favorite character before this season started. Mm-hmm. More so than Daryl ever was. So for me to say that's something big.
Yeah, because
I like to defend the characters I like, even when they're dead wrong. And Clio can attest if anybody goes back and watches our Once Upon a Time podcasts.
Yep.
So it's very hard for me to say that right now Morgan is almost useless.
Yeah, no, but I mean, he was Zen Master Morgan, and then we learn all this stuff, and he does all these things, and it's like, hold on, that's not good for the group. And it's what this episode really inspired more than anything else was that the group came together. They killed everything. They killed everything in the town. They did it. They succeeded. It was a crazy obstacle, but they did it together because Rick, inspiration, determination.
Also, they set a lake on fire.
Yep.
With a missile.
Yep.
So.
And I like, as cool as it was and as awesome as it was, I was just sitting there watching the lake burn, and I was like, Daryl wasted a whole RPG just to set the lake on fire when he could have lit a match.
Right?
I think it was more. Dude.
I think it was more the explosion is what attracted the zombies than it was the actual
sound.
The noise and the fire. Ooh, pretty fire.
I mean, light is big part of it. They're attracted to light and burning, and we've seen that before. But when all their backs are to it, the noise kind of really helps.
Yeah. They're like, there's no food in my mouth, but there's a sound over there.
I was really hoping that Nirvana's Lake of Fire was going to be playing during that scene. That would have just made that whole scene for me. It was still a good scene, but
yeah.
I'm sure you can find somebody edited it on YouTube. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah.
Did we leave anybody out? I think we got everybody. Oh no! The other shitlord that's still alive. Deanna's son. When they're leading the charge out, and he just has a moment of hesitation before going out. I was like, oh no, shitlord, don't you fucking do anything.
Don't fuck us. Don't fuck us.
He didn't fuck up, but I do not have confidence for next episode.
Right. Do we know when Jeffrey Dean Morgan is coming in? Negan? Do we have an episode number yet?
No.
No, because you want to know what? They have the vague ass synopsis and the title for next episode, and then all the other ones are TBA. Fucking thing.
So the thing, they basically said he's going to be here by the season finale. People are speculating the season finale is going to be his introduction.
Okay.
I also have a feeling that this season finale is going to be like a two-parter. So maybe second to last episode he'll come.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it's going to be big.
Well, that's the thing is that they keep showing billboards and posters of the world is going to get larger, meaning that I know from the books, but whatever, fuck it. There's other settlements out there. There's other people out there. There's other groups and communities that aren't just marauding bandits, and they're going to start connecting with these other settlements. Starting trade routes and Oregon Trail shit. So. Like that's I think going to be it, and then that's a great once they start branching out to these other places, that it's going to be a good opportunity for Negan to show up because he's going to throw a monkey wrench into all of that. So
now, if they're turning this into the Oregon Trail, which one of our beloved people are dying of dysentery?
Who's getting dysentery?
It's Glenn. Glenn.
No, he'll get dysentery, and then he'll not have dysentery for a while, and then he'll be okay because he's fine.
Who's gonna pull a John and break his leg 2 minutes into the journey?
I forgot about that. John broke his leg. We played Oregon Trail. John broke his leg like getting into the wagon.
I must have fell out.
First day.
Ox bit me, man. What you want from me?
That was an amazing time.
Oh God, dude! It was just a bump. Just fucking relax.
Day one, John breaks his leg.
Fuck did I do that?
Like I said, getting on the wagon. You broke your leg getting in the wagon.
I'm pissed at me for breaking my leg. Jesus.
Okay, so next episode is called The Next World. A simple scavenging run proves to be more tricky when the survivors are not the only ones after a gold mine of supplies. Biggity big.
Well, that kind of seems like they're setting up the trade routes right now.
Yeah. Or at least setting up the discovery of somebody else, I'm sure.
Right.
Hopefully diplomacy wins the day, like, sane people having conversations. Because honestly, if we look back at the Walking Dead history, that diplomacy has never worked.
It's only dictatorships.
The only diplomacy that ever worked was when Tyrese and Sasha came to the prison. That was the only time diplomacy
we got a 22
ever
on diplomacy, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, hopefully
that's
diplomacy
what you were rolling
through this time.
It's like, what the hell are you rolling over there? I just realized you're rolling
D20s. Yeah. Anybody got anything else to say for this episode?
No. I think that's
conserve your rockets.
Yeah, seriously, you got like 3 left, dudes.
I can't wait to see Carl's eye patch.
His what?
Eye patch.
Eye patch. I thought you said life hatch. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Carl needs life alert.
I said when they went back in the infirmary after everything was done and everyone was okay as they were panning through the infirmary, and I was like, where's Carl? And I had like a flashback to season 2.
Where's
Carl?
Well, and I like that Rick actually was like, I want to build a better world for you, son. Like, these people are wonderful, and they've proven themselves to me finally. Like, I finally got it, and now I know what I want to do. Like, he has a direction again.
Yeah.
And that was really nice. And he's like, okay, now you just have to wake up, so we can do that.
Well, he squeezed Rick's hand, so he's kind of up.
Not in a coma. That's nice.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely like that. Rick inspired everyone to come out and fight with him, but then they inspired him because he didn't expect that to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yay! Good job, team. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me day at number 1 on Twitter.
Dom, where can the people find you?
You can find me at do
Phenomenon.
PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon. And you can find me at Clio on places like Twitter and Twitch and Pinterest. And you can find all of us on ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts, for some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and video games. Until next time, bye-bye.
All I know is when Carl wakes up, they better have a fuck ton of chocolate pudding waiting for him.
Dude.
Kids would be balls deep in pudding.
Balls deep.